Okay, guys, welcome to our Thursday night Team Hustle and Heart Zoom. I know not everyone that's on right now is on my team, but I wanted to welcome you guys on here. I do try to do these Zooms every Thursday, but this week specifically, I know that we have all, myself included, felt like sometimes you feel like you're doing all the right things, but you just are like on the struggle bus for some reason or another. And so I put out like an APV on the Diamonds and Above page. I was like, hey, yo, who's like signing a load of distributors right now? And our girl Chyann was like, me, I've signed a lot. Actually, I think Chyann tagged you, but she was like, me, I've signed a lot. And so I was like, girl, give us all the tips. So I am going to give you the floor, and I'm going to let you tell a little bit about your story, include it in there if you can, like a little bit about your journey with signing distributors, like when you signed your first distributor, and then like kind of your journey of like how you got, like were you always a mass distributor enroller? Did that come later? All that good stuff. And I will unmute you. Hold on. Oh, you got it.
I think, yeah, I was like, did it let me? Okay, it's fine. Okay, so hi, you guys. If y'all don't know me, my name is Chyann Nickison. I'm a triple diamond, and I'm only saying I'm 21 because I just turned 21 like 4 days ago, and I'm really excited. So it's fun. But so I just turned 21, and I joined this business in 2 years ago in 6 days. So it's like crazy to think that, I don't know, it's literally been 2 years because one, it feels like 10 minutes and also feels like I've been in it my entire life. But I joined 2 years ago simply just for like the freedom. I really didn't need the income, which obviously is a blessing in itself, and I found that need for that later. But I joined working 3 jobs. One was full-time and 2 were part-time. I was also taking 18 credit hours in school. So like I was just like super busy. And if I wasn't at home, I was at work. Like I didn't get to see my family, and it was just terrible, honestly. So I really just joined for the freedom. My enroller is Chyann Knox. I'm sure you guys know who she is. She's freaking amazing. But she was just like literally making the same amount of money as me. When I joined her, she was a diamond. So we all know the diamond income, like insert income disclosure statement, but she was like, we were making the same amount of money, and hers was from her phone. And I was like slaving my life away, and it was terrible. And I was like, this sucks. Like, I don't want to do this. And I low-key always wanted to be social media famous. So it's fine, but it's like something that like no one really knows. But like, I literally like bought Instagram followers to have over 10,000 followers. Like that was pre-business, but it's fine. We all come from something. So yeah, I just like wanted to be Instagram famous really. And yeah, so I just joined, and I just like, I say that I took off, but I did in a way. Like I went executive my first month, but I saw like a $200 paycheck plus $200 in bonuses. So I technically made $400 as an executive, and I was so mad. I was like, only $400? Like I worked my butt off. Like, where's my $2,000 paycheck? Like, this is ridiculous. And like, that's kind of where it took me. And like, my mindset was just complete trash. So I like, quote unquote quit. I like posted once a week, and I told Shay that I was enrolling all these customers and all these distributors, and I wasn't doing anything, but it's fine. So had no idea she could see all my enrollments on my eSuite. So it's fine. But that's kind of like the journey, like where it took me. And I actually enrolled, so I had to go back and look because I didn't remember the exact day that she enrolled, but I enrolled my first distributor off of a like 3-way group call, I guess you want to say, on November 28th. She is now a double diamond on my team, pushing triple by the end of the year. So I enrolled her basically almost a month into my journey. And then from there, I had to like literally like lurk in my eSuite to find this. I had enrolled 2 distributors in December and then 3 in January, even though I wasn't working, because of my post. And I only say that because like posting is so crucial, you guys. And like, granted, I was only posting once a week, if that, but like just talking about the opportunity, like I still posted because like I posted whatever Shay was posting, like I'm going to make $1 million, like awesome. And those are the kind of things I was posting, like even though I wasn't even doing anything, I'm like, they don't have to know that, that's fine. I didn't think people would actually sign up, honestly. It was kind of, that's where I was. But it's like weird to look back at it now because like that, like those monies, the money that I was making, even though I wasn't like putting my head down working, was still supporting me. And honestly, I feel like that's probably one of the biggest things that did draw me back, because I was still making money, even though I wasn't like 110% in it. But Shay actually called me at conference in February of 2018 and was like, look, you're almost charted for Emerald. Like, let's work together, go Emerald, and you'll get a $5,000 bonus, and you'll see like a $1,100 monthly average. And I was like, $5,000? Like, dude, I love money. Let's go. And that's literally all it took. And literally from there, I just started enrolling. And like I say enrolling, I was enrolling like Fat Fighters and HSN. Those were my jams. She always makes fun of me for it, but it's fine. We learned how to upsell in about June. It's fine. But like that was all I was enrolling. But you guys, like I was just so excited. I knew exactly what my goal was, and my goal was going Emerald. So in February, I went Ruby in like 15 days. Just simply because like I just decided. It was one of those things, like I didn't even know that you couldn't promote kind of thing. Like I just simply decided that I was going to promote, and I made it happen. And then I ended up being like only 2,000 away from Emerald, which now is like ridiculous, and I didn't realize I was that close, I guess. But I ended up promoting to Emerald in March of 2018. I went Diamond in June of 2018. And then after that, it was kind of one of those things where like Shay was always like helping me. She wasn't like moving things underneath me, but it was just like that help. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to like enroll distributors, like be charted for double. Cause like my team essentially got my chart done for Emerald and Diamond, but I was really the only one that was filling the volume. So like I enrolled probably like 50 customers in June to go Diamond, and I learned how to upsell, which helped for a lot of the volume, but I was enrolling distributors. So then come July, granted we did have a $20 deal, I enrolled like 35 distributors that month. And I think it was like, granted, yes, we did have a $20 deal, which I don't want you to think that I only enrolled distributors because it was $20, which is not true. Like I can still do that now, like this month, even though it's $99. But like, it was just one of those things where it's like, I just had to kind of like be more intentional about it. And I am super green if you don't know me. So I had to go back and look at my numbers. Over my whole 2 years in this business, I do an average of 13 distributors a month for the whole 2 years. But for 2019, it's 15 distributors a month. And that's like a literal average of distributors. So I'm trying to think, went double in September, or triple in March, and then pending prize before the end of this year. So that's my whole story.
You're amazing. I love that. So, so I know I messaged you about this, but I'm usually a mass distributor enroller. Like I enrolled 30 distributors in February. Like I know how to get them in. And then for whatever reason this month, actually the last few months I've been floating anywhere between like 3 to like 8, you know what I mean? Which is like, for some of the people on here are like 3 distributors. Oh my God. But the point that we're telling you guys is once you unlock that mindset of, I want fast start bonuses, I know how to work this business, I know other people need this business, it's just all going to start clicking for you guys. And that's how you're going to make massive amounts of money. I know Jade has been talking a lot about this idea of like, signing customers is great. You got to sign customers. But if you want to make like money in this business, you have to be enrolling distributors. So the next question that I have for you is, how do you find your distributors? I know you talked a little bit about it. So posts, stories, do you message for them? And then like, do you usually have to follow up to get them to enroll? Kind of tell me about your process of like getting your potentials, and then like how, I don't know, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So the newest thing that I can say it's been working for me, I think it's October. Yeah, so since August, is Instagram host to post. I will say Instagram host to, or Facebook host to post worked for me September 25th. Literally, I kid you not, that was the only day they worked for me. This is in 2018. It was 3 days before I went double, and I enrolled 3,000 group volume, personally enrolled 3,000 GB that day. That was it. Literally, it is the only day I did it, Facebook host to post, and it is literally the only day they've ever worked for me. So if you look at a Zoom for probably 6 months ago, I'd be like, host to post don't work. Cause like they stopped working. Like I did that, like I was doing all the right things, blah, blah, blah. But I just was like, they work for other people. Like I have to figure out a way. I'm like, I'm not dumb, you know, like it's one of those things. There's like, what am I doing wrong? And I literally was like, I'll do them on Instagram. I love working Instagram. So like, I'll just do them on Instagram. And I can give you guys like the message I send. This is like a follow-up that I use. And this literally, it's as simple as that. Like I overthink a lot of things. So I just tried to make this as simple as I could. It's like, hey girl, I know you might not be interested in my products, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to help me spread the word, blah, blah, blah. I do a giveaway with my team every single month. So if you don't do a giveaway, I'll give you some free product, like something like that. Just like anything that, or just to like, if you want to help me spread the word, you don't have to give them anything really, like whatever you need to do. And like, I just do the giveaway because that's what we found that like works really well for my team. So, oh, did my Wi-Fi just cut out? Okay, sorry. It's raining here and I was like, no, that would suck. So anyway, Instagram host to post are my jam. I have enrolled now 15 distributors exactly this month. And every single one of them was from my Instagram host to post on someone's story. And yes, I do have to follow up with people. I don't want you to think that like all 15 are on the spot. Yes, I do get on the spot distributor enrollments. And I believe this was you, but it's like the ones that were on the spot, I would say like, I'm looking for serious people. So like, don't just think this is like going to be like a little play, like we're going to play a game real quick. Like I tell them that because like it seemed like on the spot distributor enrollments, they're like gone the next day once they realize they have to work. So I don't know if that was for sure you, but I remember we were on a Zoom and we were definitely together and I heard someone say that. But so I've been doing that and I do have to follow up with people. I actually had a girl that just messaged me tonight and she was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to join your team tomorrow. And then like I looked at my calendar and I have a follow-up set up with her tomorrow. So it's like, granted, she kind of followed up with me to remind me to follow up with her tomorrow, but it's fine. But yeah, I do follow up with people. I don't just like have people like flock into my inbox every day with like enrollments and all that. I wish it was that easy, but no. And then I do live post every single day. If you go and follow my Instagram right now, I am blocked until Monday. So I'm using my second account, but every other day before that, there is a live post. And it's just basically like talking about my goals in the business. If you want to scroll back 2 years ago, I was posting that like, I'm going to be able to make $500 a month and I'm going to be able to buy a new car and move into my new apartment and like adopt a cat and like different things that like my dreams that I had that I made happen. I posted about those. And it's kind of the same thing now. And it's just like, working it and like being consistent. And my reach out message does have, or I guess mention, being a distributor or like, I guess like earning an extra income from your phone. I'm taking the top part of it out, but you'll be able to see like the bottom half. But like I talk about how they get a discount and it just says at the end, I also have spots for earning an extra income or just simply helping me spread the word. So some people, they just like want to help you spread the word, which is a host to post. So I have them do that. And like, I just send that reach out to everyone that I follow back and they follow me. And I do have a lot of people that are just like, ooh, like I'd love to earn an extra income or like try, like I'd love to lose weight and make some money. So like I kind of get different people that way, which like is a super big help. But yeah, that's in a nutshell how I sign the majority of my distributors this month. 100% literally from host to post and following up. But I'm obviously sure my live posts and them watching me for a month now have been like helping as well. So yeah.
I think that's awesome. And I think it just goes to show like, I don't know if you've watched any of the Zooms with Kelly Brown recently, but she's just been like speaking life into me. I've really been doing nothing but listening to her YouTube videos.
She's amazing, yes.
I can't wait to like hug her at conference and be like, hi, you changed my life. But she was just talking about, it's all the things, right? It's always all the things. Yes, you're sending this message. Yes, you're doing this host to post, but she's also posting and she's also in her stories every single day, not just using the products, but like she said, like if you follow her, like I follow you and you do like talk about the business in your stories, and you are being consistent with your life posts and you are adding new people every day and you know what I mean? And you're following up. So it's not just, oh, she does Instagram host to post, like that is what she's doing specifically, but she's also doing all of the things that you're supposed to be doing. Plus, and this is something that I don't know if I put it necessarily in the questions, but I know that you'll agree with me. And then you have to have the right mindset. You cannot be going in to do all the posting, messaging, adding, whatever, and then be like, but nobody wants this.
Yeah, and I can kind of give an example about that on like a different aspect as well, but literally you just have to have the right mindset. And then I know you and I did a Zoom, I feel like it was a couple weeks ago, but it might have been like earlier this year. I really don't remember. It's fine. But you were just talking about like just deciding. And I was like, because at that time I was enrolling like 30 distributors a month. And I'm like, you know what, I'd like a customer or two. Like, gosh, like what is it like to sign a customer? And like, I just wasn't signing anything. Like, I feel like triple in like the month that I went triple, I feel like I enrolled like 108 customers. It was like 60, but that's still a lot. I'm not saying, but you know what I mean. But it was like after that, it was like 4, and I was like barely getting my steps to success. And I was like, what is happening? And it truly was not like I didn't decide to sign customers. And like now, I've signed 15 distributors. I've also signed 21 customers. Yeah. Because I decided that I'm going to be a mass enroller for both because I like fast start. You know what I mean? Like, literally just like clicking. It's just like making that decision to sign them. And that's for customers, distributors, going diamond. Like that's anything. That's not just like one thing. You have to have that mindset behind it.
Absolutely. And I think, I mean, yes, for customers too, but I think for distributors, your confidence in your conversations, which is what we're going to talk about next, is like your typical DT conversation. But the confidence that you will have in your conversations with people when you have decided that you are going to enroll people, when you're like, I'm enrolling people, I'm going diamond, that energy, that confidence, bringing that into your conversations with people is going to be way more beneficial to your business than being like, hey, like, do you want to do this thing with me? Like, I'm thinking about quitting next week, but like, you can join my team if you want. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly. Like that. I'm just laughing because like that's so me, but no, exactly.
Like, and I'm not like, if the boot fits, like, sorry, but I'm just saying, if you are always having quitting on the back burner, do you know how many people I message about this business and then they say, well, I started that business, but then my upline quit, so then I quit too. So it's like, take quitting off the table, decide what you're going to do, and then go out there, and the conversations that you have are going to be 99% better than what you were doing before. So speaking of this, tell me, what is like your typical, like, so you put up an Instagram host to post, they message you, they say opportunity or whatever. Walk me through the rest of that conversation.
Okay. So I have like,
you don't have to share like scripts with us if you don't want to.
No, you're fine. I was going to say, like, I don't have them anymore because I felt like I used to, like, I would rely on scripts, and like, so I'd have, I mean, I don't know where my purse is at, but like, I'd have like the little Blitz card, and people would say like, what do you do? And I'm like, I work from my phone. And I'm like, I don't even know what I do because it's in my text replacement. And it was one of those things where I was like, no, I'm not relying on a text replacement to like tell people what I do. So I literally deleted all of my like business text replacements, and I literally do all of these in voice memos. So like I have this system down because I mean, I've been doing it for 2 years now, probably a year and a half, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so they send me opportunity, fall me, whatever message you want to use. And I just say like, hey girl, like, thanks for reaching out. If they text me, I say, this is Chyann. So they know it's me. Obviously they do, but I just like to confirm that. And then like, are you familiar with It Works or with network marketing? And I just kind of leave it at that. And like, regardless if people say yes or no, I send them the same message or voice memo, I guess, just kind of saying like, okay, like, cool, you know what it is or you don't know. I mean, like, I just kind of ask because I just don't want to like jump into it completely. But like they say like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just like, that's fine, girl. Like, so what we do, and I go into like explaining what we do, and I tell them like I work from my phone. And I don't just say like, no, I don't scroll on Instagram all day. Like, I work from my phone. And I explain that to people because like I literally to this day I have people just like, oh, do you just like scroll on Instagram and like make money? And I'm like, if I made $12,000 a month scrolling on Instagram, my Lanta, like, I wish it was that easy, you guys. But like, no, we put in work. So I go from that. And at the end, it says, I think it's just like, I asked them, oh, like, what do they do now? I'm a college student. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I work a full-time job, like whatever it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Like, I'm either say like, I was a college student, or like, I have so many moms on my team, like whatever, like I can relate to them in a way, I will send that. Or like, I'm a cat mom, so I kind of know what you feel like, but not completely, like whatever. And then I explained like my story. So like, I joined 2 years ago. I just wanted like some freedom. And like, now I'm able to like help other young women like make extra money. Like, blah, blah, blah. It's never the same because it isn't a voice memo and I can't just like save those. So it kind of like whatever comes out of my mouth, I'm just like, it's fine. It's like word vomit. And then I just say like, how much money would you like to make? And then, or how much money would help you, whatever. And then how many hours a day could you work your business? And then like, obviously some girls are like, I could work all day. Or some are like, you know, like maybe an hour max. And I'm like, that's fine, girl, like whatever. And so then I explain like how we're going to build this business into their schedule to allow them to make $500, $2,000, whatever. Cause like I'll have girls that say like, I can work for 30 minutes, but I want to make $1 million. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, yikes. You know, I mean, like y'all are in this business, like y'all know. So it's like, I just kind of explain like, not that I give them like unrealistic expectations, but I'm just like, if you want to make $1 million, you're gonna be working hard, you know, like, like I'm just saying. So then from there, I explain to them like how we make money. I just say, does that sound good? They're like, yeah, that sounds awesome. And then I say how to get started, which is obviously the $99. I do say like, I say that it used to be like $300 because I know like way back in the day, it used to be like $300 to join this business. And I actually didn't know that until like 2 months ago. So I say that. And then I say like when most businesses cost tens and thousands of dollars out of pocket, to say like, if you were to go like start your own business, it wouldn't just be no $100. Like you're spending a couple grand and then you're going to see something maybe. So like, I kind of explain that just to kind of get that like entrepreneur mindset, just because like, I feel like a lot of us don't have that. And I know I definitely didn't before this. So, I just kind of go from there and then they're like, yeah, it sounds awesome. Like I get paid on Friday or like, let's start now. And then I get their phone number and then walk them through the sign up process. So that's kind of my conversation. Obviously some people are going to come up with objections and I just respond to them according to what their objections are. So yeah.
Totally. Like and I want you guys to know that like every single one of us gets the same objections. Like when she asks them how much time they have, like maybe they literally are like, I don't have any time. And then she would like throw at them like, I was super busy too. I know lots of super busy people. I'm sure she gets people who say they cannot afford it. We all hear that. She sends about, I know I have an objection script that says, you know, honestly, girl, I don't know a single person who does this because they have extra money. You know, I don't know a single person who did this without having to borrow, scrape and save, sell something, work an extra shift, like whatever it is. I just saw something which is actually really good that I want to touch on. So Amy just said, people always ask me, what's the catch? And I literally love this because I go, I have no idea what you mean. Because when they ask what's the catch, what they're trying to do is make you question what you're offering them. You're thinking, oh, what is the catch? Oh, the $99 is a catch. The $99 is not a catch. Working this business, having to work this business hard is not a catch. So when people ask me, oh, what's the catch? I say, I literally have no idea what you're talking about. There's no catch. This is a business. This is what it is. This is what it's worth. This is how you do it. There's no catch. And that's when people ask that question, they're trying to catch you in like your insecurity. So don't even go there. Just be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I keep going with whatever part of the script.
Yeah. I know Jade does this. People are like, is it a scam? And I'm like, oh no, did you want it to be? Like, I don't know. Like, I just kind of like throw people off. Yeah. I'm like, did you want it to be a pyramid scheme? Like, if you want one, I could probably go Google one real quick, but like, that's not here. You know, like, that's also just my
looking for something specifically, because I can help you out with that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, so fun. Okay, I love that. I actually just took some notes for that because I love that you do that. And I love that you do voice messaging. I've been doing a lot more voice messaging, especially since you can now do it literally on Facebook, Instagram, or text messages. At least if you have iPhone, you can do it with text messages too. So I love that. So this is, I have it in quotes because I know that there's no right kind of person to do this business. Like if you looked at my Instagram before I started, you would not have messaged me to ask me if I wanted to be a distributor. Not even close. But I wanted to ask you in terms of growing your audience, and in terms of, you know, obviously you're having a lot of people do host to post for you. So that's kind of how you're growing your audience. But how do you find the right kinds of people to be growing your team so that when they are asking you about the business and joining the business, they are willing and they're hardworking and they're people that you can like connect with. And this is something that I've struggled with too. So I'd love to.
Oh yeah, I love that you asked that though, because like I don't know if I've ever answered this question before, just because it's like it's never been asked. So I love that. But I did want to say I'm trying to like send some objections in the chat, and they're not sending. So I just messaged you 3 on Facebook. I just wanted to let you know. But I'm trying to go to like one of my most recent enrolled like cut or distributors and see. Okay, it's not gonna let me. It's fine. But I feel like from there, it's like I wrote down like the answer to that question is I feel like I feel like the right people come to me. I like attract them rather than what's it called? Like rather than like me going to them, just because like I don't like 100% reach out to people. Like I don't know, like I do, but I don't know, it's weird. So I mean, I feel like just like in the way of my conversation, they can kind of like feel who I am. And like I have some people, like I have people that say like, you know, I don't know if this is going to be a good fit for me. And like I ask why, I'm like, well, why do you say that? Because like, yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to make $10,000 a month off social media either, sis. Like, yeah, I understand. But if it's just like I hate, like I have girls, I hate social media, then yeah, this may not be the perfect thing for you, you know? And it's like that happens. But like for the most part, I feel like if you're willing to work hard, then people, like anyone can be good at this. And like that's kind of how I like to look at it. And like obviously that kind of goes with like counter answering their objections, I guess, at the same time, where it's just like, yeah, like I understand that like I didn't think I'd be good at this, I didn't have any sales experience, blah blah blah. But how I like brand myself, like if you look at my Instagram, it says like has like my favorite Bible verse, or it says have faith. I don't remember which one, but it's fine. And then I say like cat mom, and I love pina coladas and Dr. Pepper. Literally have a Dr. Pepper. There's 3 more sitting in the fridge. And then I'm trying to think, I don't even know what my bio says, but if you look at my bio, you know who I am essentially. Like, you know that I have a cat. Oh, the last one says probably on a plane, because I'm always traveling. So, and I hate driving, so I didn't want to put like on the go. It's fine. But like, that's kind of me in a nutshell. So like when people like come to me, like I mean, I give them my story like as well. So like I say like, I'm a college dropout 2 times. I dropped out of school, went back, and then dropped out again. It's fine. Like it happens, you guys. And I explain like, if they're a mom, I say like, I don't have any kids, but like, yeah, it's in the future plan, like whenever that's going to happen, you know? And it's like, I feel like there's no like wrong person. I don't know if that makes sense or if that's going to answer your question, but like, I just kind of feel like because I am me and I'm not like doing this off of a script, they know exactly who they're joining before they join this. And I explain that like it works as like a faith and family-based business and like those kind of things, like kind of talking about like the values of it works and just like explaining that as well. And I mean, like I've never had someone say like, oh, like I'm not a Christian, so I'm not going to join your team. Like I've never had people say something like that. I'm like, yeah, I have people that aren't Christians on my team, but that's okay. Like it's whatever. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just because like I'm myself, and I always explain this to my team, just be you. Like people are going to join you for you. And I think it's like funny because like I have multiple leaders on my local team that I've talked to, but they didn't join me. They joined AJ because they relate more to her. And that's okay. Like people are going to join who they know, love, and trust. And if that's not me, then that's okay. But it ended up being someone else on my team. You know what I mean? So I feel like just kind of being yourself, you're always going to attract the right people into your organization. And I feel like that's kind of like my biggest thing for that. So like, I hope that answers your question.
No, it totally does. And I just love, like, I've been thinking about this so much, Chyann, like just this idea of like arguing for your limitations. And it's like, if I'm talking to somebody about like maybe joining the business, like maybe being a part of this, and every single time I talk to them, it's an argument about why they can't, then they're not a potential. Like, then they're not supposed to be.
If you're going to beg them to join, you're going to have to beg them to work. So, like, don't, no.
Yeah, and if it's not a good fit, then it's not a good fit, and that's okay. And the right people who are supposed to be in your business, like, God will put them into your business. You won't have to fight. It will not be a struggle. They will literally just be like, yes, that sounds great. Yes, that sounds great. Yep, I get paid on Friday. Or, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this right now, but I'm going to make it work for me. And so, I've been doing so much just like praying and like reflecting and stuff. And like, I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. I have enrolled so many people on my team, especially in those first couple of years. Cause I just hit my 4-year anniversary in September. And, especially in those first couple of years, I signed so many people that I like shouldn't have. Like, I wish I wouldn't have. Like, I wish I wouldn't have spent so much time arguing with them, attempting to get them to work, and then like eventually they just quit and they're not part of my business anyways. So I just really wanted, I'm really, really glad for your insight on that. And I think it's this idea of like, you can answer their objections, you can be there for them, you can tell them this opportunity is always going to be here for you. They could always come back around, but at the end of the day, do not even like waste your time and energy like trying to convince somebody that this is something that they want to do. They either want to do it or they don't. They're either into it or they're not. That's not to say that, just like you said, there's no wrong kind of person. Like I said, if you guys had seen me before the business, you would not have been like, she's going to be a double diamond with this company. Like that is not what you would have said. But I learned and I grew, and it was right for me. So I love all of that. Is there any other, this actually wrapped up quicker than I thought it was going to. So are there any other questions that you guys want to throw out at us right quick? If not, I think I just, going into the boom season, obviously you just said, you know, this is your second year, but this is kind of just like your second boom season. Cause like you said, you started in November, your first year. So that
I think this will be like kind of my third, like half, like 2.5.
Like, right. Cause you
yeah.
go until after conference, right? If
Yeah.
I'm remembering your story correctly. So going into the boom season, going into you know, just what can happen and what happens at conference and all of these things. What would be your best advice for everyone for like end of this month, November, December? Like what's your game plan, and like what would you tell somebody on your team who's like, I'm a distributor right now with nobody on my team, but I want to be a diamond by the end of the boom season. Like what the heck should I be doing?
Literally just go. Like my face is about to get really red. I can feel myself like getting a little sweaty. So my face literally looks like a tomato. I'm so sorry. But literally, you guys, like I don't have words to explain to you what's coming in January. And like, I don't know everything, but I do know some things. And I think, we had a VIP call today where like we heard about some stuff that's coming in the next 2 weeks. And like, I signed a thing, I can't say anything, but you guys just go, like literally run. So my first boom season, quote unquote, I technically was like, I came back like right at the end of conference. So that took me all the way from paid as distributor, even though I was an executive, to double diamond 9 months later. Okay. Like that took me from a literal $90 paycheck to a $8,000 double diamond paycheck. Okay. Like literally, you guys. And then conference this past year, I'm just going to be open and transparent. In January 15th, I was a double, and it was the only month I lost my double rank and I was paid as diamond, and I got a $2,500 paycheck. And 60 days later, my paycheck was $12,000. In 60 days, my paycheck went up $10,000, you guys. That is what conference, I have chills, okay? That's literally what conference is going to do. And like, I wasn't in this business in 2015, so this whole like 2015 thing, I don't know what that is, but like Jade's even saying, you guys, like, so I guess in 2015 she went ambassador, I think, I'm not exactly sure, but like Sarah Neerman promoted to triple in 2015. Like all of these people promoted to ambassador, like triple and above basically in 2015. That's when they had like the huge bonuses and everyone got made like millions of dollars. And Jade was saying that like what happened in 2015 is coming in January on steroids. You guys, like she literally sent us like pictures of her volume. She was, I don't know if I can like say that, but like she was like a double with almost presidential volume, a double. Yeah. Okay. Like literally. And like, that's coming. So like, if you are a distributor, you have no one on your team, find someone. Like it's not hard. Don't overcomplicate it, you guys. And that's coming from a green person. So if you're green, like don't overcomplicate it. Literally just run. Like post about your goals, post about what you want to achieve, and like speak those things into existence that you don't think are going to happen. Because like the things like on my dream board, like I adopted a cat who's over there like snoring, and like I'm able to give back, and like I have 2 like sponsored children in Honduras right now. Like I'm able to achieve things, and I moved into this apartment, I'm moving into another one, like different things like that. And like I think it was Monday. I don't really know what day it is. It's fine. But like, I finally got like, I got invited to speak on stage and at the Boston event. And like, that was something I never knew was going to happen, you guys. But like, I manifested that because like, and they're like corporates watching and like, I don't know, like I could literally just go on for like hours and hours about this, you guys. Just run, like literally do like what Kelly said, all the
things.
Do not stop. Literally do all the things.
Post in your stories. Add people on Instagram and Facebook. Talk to people while you're out. Message people with the products. Message people about being a distributor. Message people about being host to post. Follow up. Get people in your planner. Get people in your Connect app. Do your personal development. Do your affirmations. Watch Zooms. Plug in. Get with your upline. Get with your downline. If you don't have a downline, go find a downline. Like, it's not hard and it's not complicated and you're not missing anything. And I think that that's like, I'm going to try not to get emotional, but that's just like the number one thing that I've just been like resting on this week because I just became a mom 13 weeks ago and I literally have felt like a chicken with my head cut off, like trying to relearn how to do this business. And I just kept feeling like I was missing something. Like there was some secret that somebody wasn't telling me about how to work this business. And it's like, there is no secret, you guys. There is no, there's this, yes, there's scripts. Yes, there's, this, Instagram host to post. You can make stories on over. You don't have to do that though. You just have to go. You just have to do all the things. And when you do all the things and you do all the things consistently from now through boom season, through forever, you will hit your goals. Chyann, thank you so much for this. I literally just got so much out of this, especially like out of your conversation stuff. I love hearing how other people are doing things. Thank you for pouring into us tonight. By the way, I knew you were my soul sister when you came on the Zoom wearing that sweatshirt because pumpkin spice is also my blood type. If you didn't know. Yeah. Yes. I literally went and stopped and got a pumpkin spice latte on my way home today. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's fine. But I love you. Thank you so much for doing this for us. I will get the recording up soon and I hope you all have a great night. Thank you for everything.
Thank you guys for having me.
Bye.
Bye.